July 1917, in the low fields of Flanders, Belgium, the earth was already wounded by 3 years of war. The village of Passchendaele sat on a small ridge overlooking flat land crisscrossed by canals and drainage ditches. Before the war, it was farmland. By 1917, it was a scar. British commanders believed capturing Passchendaele would break German defenses, secure ports used by U-boats, and finally tilt the war in their favor. What followed became one of the most horrifying battles in human history. Before the attack even began, the British unleashed a massive artillery bombardment. For weeks, shells pounded the battlefield without pause. The intention was to destroy German defenses. Instead, it destroyed the land itself. The shelling shattered the fragile drainage system that kept the fields dry. Then the rain came, relentless, unstoppable. The ground turned into liquid mud. On July 31, 1917, British and Commonwealth soldiers climbed out of their trenches and advanced. Each step was a struggle. Men sank to their knees, then their waists, rifles clogged with mud. Stretcher bearers disappeared beneath the surface. German machine guns waited. Concrete pillboxes, untouched by artillery, opened fire. Soldiers were cut down before they could find cover. Those who fell into shell holes often drowned face down, unable to move, dragged under by the weight of their equipment. Some screamed for help. No one could reach them. The battlefield became a swamp of bodies, wire, and broken weapons. Horses, artillery pieces, and entire units vanished into the mud. Progress was measured in yards and paid for in lives. As weeks passed, commanders refused to stop. The battle continued through August and September. Rain never stopped. Mud deepened. The dead were never buried. The smell was unbearable. Gas shells added another layer of terror. Mustard gas burned skin and lungs, leaving soldiers blind and screaming. Wearing gas masks in the mud made breathing almost impossible, yet the attacks continued. In October, fresh troops were brought in. Canadian forces, known for their discipline and resilience. They were ordered to take Passchendaele village itself. The Canadians understood the cost. They advanced carefully, building plank roads across the mud, moving artillery forward piece by piece. Even then, casualties were severe. Men slipped off duckboards and vanished forever. But inch by inch, they pushed forward. On November 6, 1917, Canadian troops captured the ruined remains of Passchendaele. There was no celebration. The village was nothing but broken stone and water-filled craters. The battle ended days later. The cost was staggering. Over 500,000 casualties on both sides. For a ridge that rose only a few meters above the surrounding land, strategically, the gains were minimal. German U-boat bases remained active. The front line barely shifted. But for the soldiers who fought there, Passchendaele became a word spoken with dread. It represented the worst of World War I. Not just death, but suffering without meaning. Men were not just killed, they were erased. Entire bodies swallowed by the earth. Names lost, graves never found. After the war, veterans struggled to explain what they had endured. How do you describe watching a friend sink into mud while you stand helpless? How do you forget the sound of men drowning on land? Today, Passchendaele is quiet. Green fields cover the scars. Cemeteries stretch across the countryside, marked with endless rows of white headstones. Some read known unto God. Beneath the soil, countless soldiers remain where they fell. The Battle of Passchendaele stands as a warning carved into the earth. When leadership ignores reality, nature becomes as deadly as the enemy. When war loses purpose, men die for inches. And when the ground itself turns against you, survival becomes the only victory. Passchendaele was not just a battle, it was a grave without walls.